What it is, what it do, folks. It's been a long time, but we're back yet again. Some of the hottest personalities that you know, whether it may be Twitter, it may be IG, however you like us. But BKE is back with another episode of Palcast, and we got a special guest today, man. Knicks Raw and Uncut, my boy. How you
What's
doing,
good?
bro?
What's good, Trip? Happy to be in the building, man. Happy y'all got me on, man.
That's
You
a
know, you
fact.
know I'm ready to go, baby.
You know how I go. And Millie Mill always comes correct with her info, her work. You know how she do. How you doing,
What's up,
sis?
guys?
Going
Oh,
on, Melly?
oh,
Nice. Thanks for being here.
No doubt, no problem, no problem. Happy you got me on.
that is a fact. But look, let's get straight into it, y'all. The schedule dropped, and it's looking real nice. Like on our end, the way the chemistry may be, the way these boys is playing, the first 10 games out the gate, to me, I'ma tell you, it's looking like a walk in the park. We might go 7-3. But have y'all seen the schedule just yet?
Yeah, I've seen it. I've gone through it and through the 10 games. Okay, so you saying we got Boston, right? We got Atlanta, we got the Pelicans, we got
Yep.
Cleveland back to back, home and home.
That's 5.
We got Milwaukee, we got the Clippers, we got the Spurs, Charlotte, and Boston again. If I'm looking at that list, yeah, I can see 7. I can see 7-3. Worst case scenario, 6-4. I'm gonna say
Okay.
6-4.
I like that. How
Worst
about
case
you?
scenario.
I like that. How about you, Mel?
I agree with you. 7-3. I think Boston might take one.
Okay.
Milwaukee, and maybe with the Clippers. I don't know. Are their players healthy yet? Is Kawhi healthy?
I
PG?
don't think so.
I don't think.
I
I
ain't
don't
hear
think
nothing
Kawhi's
about.
up just yet. I
Yeah,
don't
I
know.
ain't
All right, then I changed my mind. Maybe 8-2.
She said,
so,
"Look,
so
Kawhi."
Billy, you got us taking both of those Cavalier games?
Yeah, I do.
Light work.
But my
Exactly.
reason is this though. Why do you feel like we taking them without like you said that so easily,
Yeah.
like no hesitation in that? How are we beating them? Let's let everybody know.
We saw it in the playoffs. We dominated them. You know, they weren't even able to come into MSG and win one. So, they added a few new players, but I still think we're better than them, and we got it. We got it over Donovan Mitchell. It's light work for us.
You know, it's crazy though. As I'm looking at the schedule, the one game that's sneaky to me, well, 2 games. It's this New Orleans game and this Charlotte game. I feel like LaMelo's about to come back with a bang. He got Bridges back. He got his new weapon with Brandon Miller. That's going to be scary. And then this whole situation going on with Zion, he's still not traded. So imagine he comes back to be a force to be reckoned with. And then you got BI and playing with the United States right now, getting this training in. Those might be sneaky games to where it might throw my record off, but let's just hope that's not the case, man. But I do see us we might possibly lose to the Clippers depending on health. Definitely Boston might take one of those games, and then I don't know. It's up in the air with the Bucks, man. But with this being said, with these 10 games, right?
Mm-hmm.
How do you see? And we're going to start with Team Canada first, right? Of course, because RJ Barrett's going off.
Okay.
How do you see from what you've seen in FIBA? How would that transition into us achieving any one of the records that we just set in the first 10 games?
That's on me or Millie?
We could start with Millie for this one.
I definitely think they'll come more prepared to start the season, and especially RJ, because he's been known to have a few slow starts for the Knicks, and I definitely think that him playing in FIBA and the way he's playing efficiently, it'll help him get on faster and get his shots more efficiently up, making them more. So it'll be helpful for him and Brunson as well and Hart. So I'd love to see how that plays into the beginning of the season, if it'll affect them or if they'll get more tired. I mean, that could also be a factor, but we'll see.
That is a fact, man. And it's crazy that you said get more tired because you know how Tom is. He don't play no games. He said it's 48 minutes. You're playing 36. Like he does not care at all, bro. He does not care. But Uncut, it's on you, man. Same question.
Yeah, I mean, personally, if RJ, like just like we talked about earlier, if RJ could take playoff RJ with FIBA RJ and bring that into the season, I think that right there, along with what Brunson's doing, I think that'll take us definitely to the next level. The way if RJ could give us at least 22 points a game, that right there is going to be crazy, man. Then the Elite Five is like, okay, it's nothing else to talk about. There's nothing else to talk because, like, you think about it, if RJ could give you 22 along with Brunson, that 1-2 duo. Now it's like, okay, we got some sauce now. Now we got some sauce.
We cooking
up. Now we cooking. The boys ready to cook.
Like, correct me if I'm wrong, right? We seen RJ go 95%, right? I'm talking about 13 or 14 last.
Yes.
Then this game, he goes and drops 18 points, 6 of 11 shooting. Remember how we had this discussion earlier?
Yes. No. That's what I said.
Efficient.
Yes, you're right. No. I'm get. You got it.
Remember I told you 3 or 4 shots?
Yes.
4 shots, 2 steals. Bro, RJ, Mel, tell me I'm lying, right? This, at the end of the day, RJ has no choice. If he starts slow, I'm gonna advocate for him to get traded, bro. I'm sorry.
No way.
Here we go, man.
I didn't see that statement coming from you.
Here we go. Hey, Millie, please. Somebody, please help me. Listen, RJ been going through this his whole career.
Yeah.
We know that November is like, but after November, he on takeoff.
Bro,
I told Trippy, I said, Trip, listen, I know he's gonna start slow, but after that, he's taking off. Can you allow him to slow start?
There's no time for slow starts, bro. It is 5. You understand? We gave him a pass because last year he stated when he got his contract, he couldn't work out at first. So it made sense. Then he picked it back up, caught up with everybody else. Then unfortunately, he got the injury, was trying to, get it back right again. You played efficiently in the playoffs. You're in FIBA playing efficiently now. By the time that ends, you're going straight into training camp. I don't want to hear no slow starts. Anybody playing on a FIBA team don't get no pass. No passes. No passes, bro. No passes, man. And then on top of that, you got to factor in, look how Brunson's playing. Matter of fact, Mill, go ahead. Break down how Brunson's been playing in FIBA because he's immaculate. Oh, my goodness.
He's been the Brunson we've seen this entire past season. He's still playing the same way. He had a perfect game the other day, 9 for 9. He's sharing the ball with his assists too, and that's the Brunson that we saw on the Knicks this past season. And I'm glad to see that he's keeping that up and he's still getting better. And I don't expect a slow start. Obviously, I don't expect a slow start from him or to get burned out that quickly because he's just a guy that's been improving every season. I expect to see him come out with another bang this season and, reach that next level to get the All-Star team or even All-NBA. So I expect a lot from him coming up this season because he's been playing great at FIBA. It's been a joy to watch, especially with, different types of players like Tyrese, Anthony Edwards, and all those guys. So it's been nice to see.
It's a fact. Uncut, it's on you.
Yeah, man, I definitely like the way Brunson's playing in FIBA, man. I ain't gonna hold you, man. Before I used to be like, come on, man, show me something. But now I'm looking like cause you know what I mean? I know he penetrate, get buckets, but I'm like, where the dimes at? Now, as I'm looking at FIBA, I'm looking like, okay, the boy pulling out more tricks out the bag. So, so now I'm looking like, all right, you know what I mean, Uncut, you gotta shut up. You gotta hold that one. You know what I'm saying? Especially when you grabbing 12 boards. Like I told you earlier, I'm looking like, okay, I can't beef with that. But yeah, the way he's playing, if he could take that transition straight to the, regular season, man. Like I said, if him and RJ if they could do this, man,
it's going to be a whole new level, man, because you got to look at the way he's playing, right? He's passing the ball before he even passes the half-court threshold.
Yes.
Some of these guys are hitting these shots. He's at least averaging in these first 3 games. He's at least averaging like 6.5 assists out the gate, right? But the key thing that I like is he noticed that on the schedule he's playing 2 weaker teams. So he said, I'm going to be more passive. I'm going to trust my guys. I'm going to lead the helm. I'm going to take the charge and fill in the other voids and let them cook. Once he went against Spain and said, you know what? They actually good. The whole hitting the switch and taking over the way he did, I was like, nah, we got one.
And
that's true.
The way he hit the switch, your man shot 100%. I was like, okay.
But then I gotta ask this, right? Because we got another guy that's in FIBA right now.
Yeah, Trip. I was about to say there's another Knick player.
Oh boy.
I'm gonna be the bearer of bad. I'm gonna be the bearer of bad news on this podcast.
Hey, no problem, Vince. Hey, Vince, please.
I tweeted it today. Actually, I saw no tweets about this, and I was shocked. All right, so
that's because it's about Evan, bro. Like,
listen, once a Knick, always a Knick, bro. Still a Knick. You still got.
That's right. Get him,
it's
Vince.
still part of the job. He's still on the team, right?
But look, Vin brought it to our attention that Evan Fournier, the Knicks is not doing him right. He's talking crazy now. He's trying to add D Rose into the mix. For 2 games, has shot 1 of 9.
Yeah, you want the full? You want the full stats?
Please.
Yeah.
So, all right. So in his first game, all right, let's preface this with he played Lithuania and then 2 teams not known for breeding NBA players, right? So, predictably, probably in the lower tier of FIBA in the tournament. He shot on the first game against Lithuania 7 points. He had 0 rebounds and he had 2 assists. And in the second game against Japan, he got 10 points, 1 assist, 1 rebound, 2 assists. And this was against Japan. And he shot 1 for 9 from 3 in both games. I will give it to him in his minimal scoring. He averaged 44%. But that's like that's the honorary mention, 44%.
Yo, Evan.
Yo, boy.
You to pack your bags, get on your scooter. Don't collect $200.
Yo, happy sad. It's time to go. It's time to go, yo. It's time.
Mil, how you feeling about that, sis? Please let us know, because I can't get
Yo, I almost got tears in my eyes, man. This is horrible.
Oh my God.
This is horrible. It's horrible, man.
You literally have tears in your eyes.
Yeah, and then he tried to put D Rose in it. D Rose is like, nah, bro, this ain't got nothing to do with me.
So
I didn't like that.
So what you telling me is, right, Vin, is Rudy hitting more threes than him right now?
Oh man.
I'll pull that up. Continue conversation. I'll pull those stats.
Oh man, this is crazy, man.
But yeah,
this guy got me teary-eyed. This is crazy.
Bro,
this is horrible.
I've been trying to tell people he's the rock eye, but Mills, please give us your take on how you feel just from hearing all of that. Like, did you hit on stat lines?
First of all, the fact that he's still on the team is crazy to me. For him to say all of what he said, he has no relationship with the coach, and then he brought D Rose into it, and he's still on the team. You think he'd say all of that when he's on a different team? How are you going to talk all that talk and then go 1 for 9 in FIBA? That's crazy.
And this is still the exhibition games. Like, yo, bro, you're doing.
Hey, yo, these ain't even real games.
It's like he doesn't want another team to pick him up. He would have showed out.
Man, yo. Oof.
But
bad.
It's all right. You want to know what team is going to pick him up? And I had to touch base on why we here, why Vin is getting them stats for us. He going to the Sixers, man. He's going to it's all right, because
Yo.
I gotta bring it up. How do y'all all feel about the situation with James Harden, seeing that, Joel Embiid took off a lot of things off of his socials? Uncut, I'll start with you, man, because it's something that we talked in behind the scenes with, but we really didn't elaborate too much on. How you feeling about this whole situation and how it may benefit the Knicks and maybe not be a benefit at all for us?
Well, me personally, like I said, when you seen James Harden, and James Harden said, pardon me, man, Evan Fournier got me done. But when you see James Harden and what he said about Daryl Morey live on TV, like, I will never, ever be a part of any organization that this guy's a part of. That right there.
Hold up. Let me say it again. That's how he said it. He said, hold up.
Yeah. No, you're right. You're right. Because matter of fact, the way I was looking, that's how the audience was looking like. And I was froze up too. Everybody was froze. Like, he said, yeah, let me say this again, and that right there sent up a lot of red flags. You know what I'm saying? So, and me personally, like I said, nothing against James Harden, but when it comes to James Harden, I think James Harden to me is like the Peyton Manning of the NBA. He's a good regular season player, but when it comes to the playoffs, it's a lot of this. And I personally I wouldn't want the Knicks to get no parts of that.
All right, but all right, so you don't want the Knicks to get no parts of Harden, even though they were to do it, it would be super cheap, but okay.
Yeah.
Don't want no parts of that. So how does this factor in us possibly getting Joel?
Okay, now I feel like Joel might follow suit. You know what I'm saying? Joel been there so long, he ain't winning nothing, man. Don't even worry about it, bro. They're like, come on, the brotherly love, it's a wrap, bro. You know what I'm saying? Don't even worry about it. You know what I'm saying? We'll show you some brotherly love in the garden. You know what I'm saying? So I think, you know what I'm saying, like him looking at that, him changing his bio, that's sending up red flags. So I'm looking like, then he's trolling a lot. He's doing a lot of trolling, so I'm looking like, this for the Knicks to keep their antennas up. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying don't go in that big. That's a bag you might want to go in, especially if it could be in the front court and we could keep the, like we talked about before.
Yeah, keep the guys.
Keep the guys. But yeah, most definitely, man. I think they should keep their antennas up.
Okay. I like that. So, Mel, I'm going to ask you a different set. So, to get Joel Embiid, right, what do you feel is the best possible package that makes sense for us and makes sense for them? And by the way, Rudy shot 0-1, so he didn't make the shot, but either way, he's still in the Evan bracket. They both suck. But Embiid take what is the best possible trade package for both sides that work?
I've been seeing so many things, especially on Twitter, and I don't think anyone's going to be happy, really. Obviously, I think that if we get Joel, I think there's packages that could include Randall, packages that won't include him. I'm not sure how you stand on that, if you would want to include him in that, or you, Knicks Uncut, you could get into that after.
No doubt.
But if he is included, then I think we'd be getting back Embiid and PJ Tucker, obviously, because we need a power forward. And we would be sending over a lot of guys that would probably, besides Randall, quickly, maybe Grimes, not sure about that. Mitchell Robinson, obviously. And I don't know, because there's the rest of our young guys, I know the Knicks don't want to trade. Recently that came out that McBride and Sims they're protected. They're not going anywhere.
My boy Deuce. That's my boy Deuce.
Maybe 5 or 6 first rounders. I don't even know. That's crazy. You're trading for an MVP in that case. It takes a lot.
It's crazy. And I'll make my joint quick so that way we can hear from Vin and also hear from Uncut. It's just like the way I would do it. Randall and iHeart is the first two I'm looking at to go. You gotta go for Embiid, man. You get 2 front court pieces because y'all gonna need some front court help when he's gone, right? Now, the other thing I'm doing after that, once I do that, I already feel like that should be more than enough money. You don't need no more players, but you know what? I'm gonna still give you Evan anyway. You right? You just because remember, we still got to get PJ Tucker back too. One thing I want to say is shout outs to State, because I think he had to probably be the first guy I've seen that brought up Joel with PJ Tucker. I said, bro, that makes perfect sense.
Shout out State.
Yeah, shout out to State.
That's definitely a fact, man. So with that being said, it's like, yo, Randall, man, hope you ready to wear them white and wear Philly colors, because yo, you gotta go, bro. You gotta go, man. But Vin, we ain't hear from you in a while, man. How you feeling about this? What do you feel like would be the best trade scenario, or best package that will work for both parties?
Yeah, I think when you are looking at a guy like Embiid, right, you got to look at value. And we have like a beautiful thing to go off of, which is what we were going to send out for Donovan Mitchell last year. So, right, we can see where our team values high caliber stars within that trade packages that we've heard. I think it's very similar to that plus more if we were to get an Embiid because of the MVP hat that he wears now. That made his value go through the roof. He's the most valuable player in the NBA. So I don't think it's worth it. I don't think you move Joel Embiid because his value is so high right now that you throw away everything you just developed for a guy like Embiid. But unless you want to win right now, you go get Embiid and you move some more pieces and you go make a whole new team. It's one or the other.
Yeah, I understand. Yeah. I definitely get it. But how about you? How about you, Uncut? Because I know you about to say some crazy pack. Just go ahead, bro. Go ahead, because I know.
I'm not going.
Yes, you are. Yes, you are.
Yo, listen, man. Like, based on his injury history, like I said, I wouldn't. You know what I'm saying? If I had to long term, but if we're going right now, and it's like, yo, I want to win now. I'm ready to go now. You ready to go now? Listen, Randall, you gone. You throw Randall in there, you definitely could throw Al Hart in there. That is not a problem. You know what I'm saying? Me personally, little sauce, I'm giving you 3 picks. You can have it. That's me. With a little sauce, I'm giving you 3 picks.
Yo, you know what's crazy? Yo, I give them 6 picks, bro.
Oh, okay.
You know why I give them 6? The only year I care about is when Carmelo Anthony's son comes. That's the only year I care about. And if I want to be spicy, when I keep my pick, that same year, I'm going to trade for another pick, and I'm getting Bryce with him. I'm getting both of them.
Yeah. So, you know what I'm saying? Like I said, okay, even then, like I said, you throw the picks in with the sauce, you know what I'm saying? And if you got to throw in the filler, Evan, that's you the definite filler. Like, you can have him.
What is Embiid's contract like? His numbers per year right now? Is he in the 38, 40 range right now? Is he higher than that?
I'm not sure.
Hold on, let me see if I can pull it up.
Honestly speaking, that'll definitely try to just help us out, because I have another theory to where it's like they could do Randall, but then also probably throw an IQ on some sign and trade, and they give him the extension while we don't do it. Because it is true, right? If we extend him, we can't trade
starting
him for a time, right?
Starting next season, he gonna be 4 years, 210.
4 years, 210. So what is that per year?
That's like about 30.
You said 4 years, 210?
Yeah. It's about 50. It's about 50 a year.
I hope not.
About 52 and a half.
Yeah. It's about, yeah.
All right. So Randall makes, you start doing something. So Randall makes like 20. No, he don't make 20 nothing. He makes like 8. No. How much does this dude make a year, bro? He has a $117 million contract, and it
has to be more than 20.
Yeah, it has to be more than 20.
Did he get 4 years or 5 years?
Yeah, 4. So that makes the money up.
He gets 29.5, right?
Yes.
They're gonna add in that 18. That's already at 47.
Oh, so It's 23 mil, 25 mil, 27 mil, 29 mil as it expires in 2025, 26.
Okay. Okay. So let's say starting next season, he had 25, right?
I believe
This
so.
season starting is 25.
Yeah, and starting next season, he had
25 and
yeah.
then 29.
All right, so he's at 25. Boom. Then if you add in Evans 18, that's at 43. What does iHeart make? About to get iHeart makes like 10, right?
That's what I'm thinking.
Yeah, okay. Let's say about around 9, 10.
Bang. That's 53 right there. Add them picks.
That's the sauce.
Boom.
Yeah, that's the sauce. That's the
boom.
sauce.
Boom. Boom.
That's really interesting because I haven't seen iHeart involved in any of the trade proposals like that.
See, here's my thing. This what makes me think that iHeart is the guy that's expendable. You don't hear Mitch's name pop up unless it's like a reporter just doing it, just on some, just trying to analyze, right? But when the Knicks decided to say that Sims and McBride was off the table and just throw-in deals,
that changed the game.
That made me think iHeart got to be the expendable one. Because remember, we still got to end up giving him a new contract after the season.
Oh, yeah.
Now you got to factor in, do I want to pay him and IQ?
Yeah.
This is where it gets tricky.
That's definitely true.
It's crazy because it's like, yo, I'll be really mad at the Knicks if we traded for James Harden, and I gotta bring it back up. But it's just like,
very upset.
I'm not going to be mad though because it makes somewhat sense. It still helps us out, but it's like, what James Harden am I going to get? Am I going to get the lackadaisical Harden, or am I going to get, yo, you hungry for war? You about to tap into Houston James Harden? You feel me? Like,
okay, now if you getting James Harden on the sign and trade, or how we doing this?
Oh, of course it would be a sign and trade, bro.
So who we trading?
Bro, out the gate, bro, I'm instantly sending Evan, and they're gonna end up giving whatchamacallit IQ the extension. That's how I'm doing that. I'm doing Evan IQ, and you could probably get one pick. That's it. You ain't getting
okay.
Because he's on you by him taking that $15 million pay cut and opting in 36 million. That's nothing to get to. You feel me? That is nothing. I'll take that instantly. You're getting a vet shooter, and you're getting a starting two that instantly you look like, oh snap, Tyrese and IQ.
I'm about to say, didn't them boys play together?
Play together in Kentucky.
Okay.
Backcourt.
Okay. Yeah. Okay.
And that's only it, you know what I'm saying? But how you feeling about that, Mill? You think that would work?
Which duo?
If you were to try to pair back up IQ and Tyrese Maxey, but the way to do it is the only way you're gonna make it happen. Evan, IQ to have them sign and trade over there, extend him. We probably give him a pick, but this is just for James Harden. Because you only really need to give up 2 players and you know what I'm saying, and call it a day. You don't gotta do too much for that.
Yeah.
And on top of it, get him for a 1-year rental.
Yeah. I mean, first of all, I personally don't see Harden having a role on this team, don't want him. But I think they're 2 similar types of guy. They're like 2 similar of a player, Tyrese and IQ. They're both like crazy 3-point shooters and very shifty, you know, and they could be deadly on the same team though. You know, I haven't seen their college highlights, but to see them back again, that would be a crazy duo, honestly.
Yo, it could actually work. And I feel like if you were to do that, I'm looking at it from the Philly perspective, that might make Embiid stay. Might make him stay because now your clock is ticking. You feel me? But without that being said, man, we ain't even going to tie too much more into that Philly talk, even more Knicks talk, because why? There's more to come. We got FIBA basketball with USA tomorrow. Make sure y'all check that out. Watch party will be available, so make sure y'all tap in. I will be sending that link out. Other than that, it's your guy, Trippy OG. We got Mills. We literally got our guy Uncut, and I'm happy that we were here to get everyone here. You feel me? So,
sir.
and
Yes,
of course,
sir.
we got Ben in the buildings. But other than that, before we head out of here, make sure y'all follow all of us. My Twitter handle, of course, is VSN Network. So, VSN. Then make sure you, instead of just saying N and then network, you just connect together. Don't forget that underscore. But go ahead, y'all, shout y'all handles out, say y'all last dudes, and we gonna get up out of here.
Yes, thanks for having me on. Everybody know the tag at Knicks Talk Raw and Uncut or at Knicks Talk Uncut. Follow me.
And I'm Mill Sports Media on Twitter or mill.media on Instagram.
That is a biggity fact. And then y'all know how Vin is. Vin got all types of accounts, but at the end of the day, he gonna be on that good old Big Nick energy, okay? Big Nick energy on Twitter, on everything. This is what we do. This is another fire episode of Palcast, man, with your normal personalities. And of course, we had our special guest today, Knicks Raw and Uncut, man.
Yes, sir.
Thank you for talking with us.
No problem, Millie. Thanks for having me on Trip. Thanks for having me come through. Vince,
Man,
appreciate it, my guy.
Anytime, man. Anytime.
Hey, I'm coming back, man. I'm coming back.
Yeah, if we let you talking all
For
that.
sure.
I'm coming back, man.
Definitely make sure y'all pull back up, man. We catch y'all next week for another one.